So in our last class, we have seen how to communicate PLC with SCADA. Okay, on simulator we have seen. Now that was one method. Okay, which we have used DB addressing, PLC internal addressing. Okay, to control from SCADA. Similarly, we're having different methods. Okay, which we can use for controlling digital outputs. Okay, as per our requirement, like when we are connecting SCADA. Okay, so from SCADA I cannot control I addresses, but we can
I got
control
what DB?
DB
What is
address
DB?
data block. We have done the Siemens.
Okay.
In Siemens we are having DB addressing, right?
Yeah, function block,
Function block. Yes, exactly. Okay, so we are using this DB addressing. Okay, now this is one method to give start stop command from SCADA. There is another method, as we know that we cannot write directly into I address from SCADA. Okay, we cannot write into I address of PLC from SCADA. So in the previous method we have used DB, but here we can read and write output address. You can read and write output address from SCADA. Means PLC output address I can directly control. Okay, from SCADA. Now, so here I already made this program. Okay, so when we see with the Siemens PLC, then you will know how to create this. Okay, now, so for that second output here, second outputs which I am giving motor 1 as a name here, the same name I will create in the SCADA tag list. Okay, so one motor is already there. So right, create like motor 1. So what's the data type here? Binary tag. Now what is the address here for output? Q0.1. Okay, just create one new tag here. Minimize, then go to WinCC Explorer, Graphics Designer. From here, create a new picture. I just give another name like motors 2. Double click on this, double click, open the picture. Okay, now here, just like in the last class, we have created buttons. Okay, so I select one button here from Windows object. I take a window, one button here. Start. One more button. Stop. Okay, similarly, if I want any motor symbol, okay, we are having another option that's called library. Okay, if you want to create your own object, you can create from here, right? Yesterday we are in last class we have seen. So there's one more option called library. You can see at the bottom of a window we are having option called library. If it is not available here, you can go to the arrange option, in the view, toolbars. From here you can select this library option. Okay, so that will be visible here. Okay, it will be added here in the window. Now, so from this library is having all your uh, industrial symbols like display, display displays options are there, meters, etc. You need to select this specs symbol for preview to see the symbol. You can see, or you can make it giant icons. Okay. Similarly, we are having buttons, 3D buttons. Okay, different symbols are available here. Okay. Now, so we need to display the output. Okay. For that, I will go to the plant elements. In this, you can see we are having motors. So from this motors, you can see different motor symbols are available here. Okay. You can select any motor. So I'm selecting this motor. Just simply drag and drop in your window. Okay. Now, so just like we are given the tag to the start button in last class, same way go to the properties. Okay, under object properties, events, mouse, press left, right click, go to direct connection here. Same source, there is a constant. What value we have to give here? 1, because when we press start, it should move value 1 to our target. That is your tag. Okay, so you can search the tag from here, browse. What is the tag we have created? Motor 1. That is your direct output tag. Okay, so say okay and okay. So when we press start, it will move 1 into that output tag. Similarly for stop, there no need to give for release. Okay, because only one press, it should move 1. Okay, so when you give stop, it should make it 0. Okay, so for that select stop, same event, mouse, press left, direct connection, 0, tag, same tag, that same tag motor, say okay. Sorry, delete this one. You can use that also, not as okay. Now for motor here, so when you select any object from library, you no need to disable that option, global color scheme. Okay, so you can directly select group colors. Okay, in this colors, background color, you can see dynamic option. Right click on this dynamic dialog. So this will be applied for total motor, total symbol. Okay, if you want to do it for a single object, for that you need to break this objects. Okay, because it is also group. Okay, in last class we have seen how to group the objects, right? So here this will be, you need to ungroup and then you have to separately select the object and then you have to assign it. Okay, so instead of that I am taking this for the total object. Okay, boolean, background color, when true, green color here. Okay, for false, red color. And select the tag here. Okay, so this tag is coming with a single inverted comma, you can see here. Okay, now save it, then go to runtime.
Can we give address as a tag? Output address Q tag as a tag.
Yes, we are using output address for a tag, no? In this method, we are using this output address only.
Yes. Okay.
Yes. So here you can see. Oh, sorry. Okay. So when I operate start button, you can see output is on there in your PLC also, PLC logic. When I press this stop, okay, so we are directly writing into the output. Okay, so here in PLC logic, I use a latching circuit. Okay, that's why when I'm giving start, it is holding the output here. So output is holding, so output is on here. So this output status here in SCADA is green. If I'm not using this holding, your output will also go off. It's a like direct connection. Means when you press the start, it will be on, and when you release, it will go off. Okay. So this latching we are using for a push button. So when you give stop, it will stop. Okay. Are you getting here?
Okay.
Now, this is another method I shown. There is one more method you can use. So what I do, I just select all, then I want to copy this. So press select all, keep press control button on the keyboard and then drag and drop in your window. So you can see it is copying the same objects, right? Now this way you can copy easily. Okay, otherwise you can make a duplicate of this by right click, duplicate or copy and paste also you can do. These are other two methods. Okay, so just like multiple objects are there, if you want to make their copy at a time, so you can select all the objects and then press control, drag and drop. So multiple objects you can make a copy. Okay, otherwise single object you want to make duplicate, just right click on that particular object and duplicate. That way also you can do. Okay. Now for this start, the copied one, I will remove their delete their tags. So also this one also delete. So next we see one more method. So here in PLC, I'm not writing any logic for this output. Okay, for the next method, I'm not going to write any logic for that because I want to directly write into output. Okay, I want to directly write into the output status. So for that, I create one more tag here with the next output address, binary tag. Q0.2. Okay. Now there's no logic for that output in PLC. Now so for this, we can use C script. Okay, we are having scripting option. Okay, instead of using this direct connection, we are having another option called C script or C action. So select the start button. We are having a predefined scripts. Okay, we can directly use them. So in this events, mouse, press left, C action. So when you select C action, you can see it has opened a new window here. Okay, this is your scripting window. Just like in C language, we are having hash include, okay, void. These parameters are there. So here you no need to delete anything here. And left side you can see we are having different function types: project functions, standard functions, and internal functions. So standard functions, these are predefined. Okay, different scripts are predefined here for different applications. Okay, you can see we're having different applications. In internal functions are also we're having different, like open page, home picture, open next picture for next picture navigation. Okay, previous picture, like that you can use these predefined scripts. So here what we are going to do is we need to operate the button. Okay, so you can use this internal function tag because we are operating a tag. Okay, for that tag we're having get and set status. Set means what? When you give the input, it should set to 1 or 0. Okay, so here we are having set option. So I expand the set, and that you can see set tag bit means which tag bit you want to set. So I can make some space here in this window. Double click on set tag bit. Here you can see under value, tag name, browse, tag selection. Select the tag we have created, motor 2. And what value you have to set here? Value 1 means when you press start button, it should set value 1 in motor. Say okay. You can see it is automatically taking this script. Okay, then check for the error. So for that you have to compile here. There's 0 errors, 0 warnings, and say okay. Similarly for the stop, press left, right click, C action, your internal function, tag, set tag bit here. What we need to set here? The same tag we have to select, motor 2. Say okay. What value we need to set here is 0. Check this for the error. No errors. Say okay. So same way you can write a script for motor for output. So this go to properties, colors, background color, right click. Instead of taking dynamic dialog, you can select C action for this. Now here, do you have any idea here how to write a script C action? Anybody remember C language? A basic one? No? Okay. So here you can see I write a small program here. I define one bool. Okay, bool means what? Boolean. Boolean means digital only. Okay, 0 or 1 status, binary. So for that, we need to define one variable. So I define a letter A for that, for storing the Boolean status. Okay, a temporary variable I am defining here. Then A is equal to, what we need to do is we need to get the status of your output. Means what is happening here when I press the start button, right? When I give the input command to the start, it is moving value 1 to the output. Where? In the motor 2, right? In that tag. So we need to get that status. Means when that tag is going 1, so that status we need to read. For that, go to internal function, tag, get tag bit. Means when you double click here, so which tag status you want to get. Search for the tag, select your tag here, then say okay. Say okay. See. Now, after getting the tag status motor 2, okay, what we need to do is, if we need to compare a double equal to 1, means if motor status is becoming 1 when you press start, then return under caps CO underscore, CO means color, green, semicolon, else return color red. Sorry. So here, if A becomes equal to 1, return the color to green, or else return red. Okay, so small program here for changing the dynamic color. So when I compile here, you can see 0 error, 0 warnings. Okay, say okay. That's it. So whenever you give any C scripting, we are having a C symbol here. Okay, then I save this and I check it on the runtime. So there is no program for this motor on in PLC. So I will open this simulator of that PLC, which is used for running your logic, okay, to check your logic status. So when I give the start here, you can see this address Q 0.2, bit number 2 is on. So when I give stop, okay, immediately this is going on, and here it is updating after 2 seconds. Okay, so this is how we can directly write into the output from SCADA. Okay, this is another method.
You wrote program, a little program. Other than writing in C language, any little, you have written a little program, okay, a small
Yes,
program.
yes.
Relevant to this project, okay.
Yes, see here
Are
in
there any type of program can you write? Loops,
here
etc.
in see Siemens has already provided you some predefined scripts. Okay, so you here we don't need to use much scripting here. Okay, even for showing any graphics, you don't need to apply many scripting things here. Okay, for simple applications, you can create a scripts here.
Where are the script? Where can I find in this video? I mean, in this
Means when you select the
script
start.
in Siemens. Range of scripts available in WinCC.